What's going on, fam? How y'all doing? Welcome to my channel, Underrated Doctors. Yours truly, the number one grinder. Foot Soldier, how you doing? Hope everybody's all right. Hope everybody's all right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to play an intro, and I will be right back. Again, welcome to my channel. Underrated Darkness, yours truly, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media. I just kept my size hot, so excuse me. This is Morning Real Talk, part 69. Yours truly, the number one grinder. Good morning to Sister Foot Soldier. Check your email. Also, good morning, Brother Prince, game show host. Check your email and let's get it in. Let's get it in. Let's get it in. I feel all right. I'm hot, but don't worry about it. I still got y'all. I did I interview young man last night. His name's Nolan Farrell. He was wrongly convicted, and I interviewed him, and it went great. And it was short notice, and I want you to go check that out. Okay, so but let me say this, that some of our people fail to understand. Hold on. Oh, why it's crooked? Hold on, y'all. I don't like my stuff crooked, y'all. I don't like my stuff crooked. Let me see something. Right. But I was thinking about something, right? I've been thinking it for a while. When a person said they genuinely loves you, you believe that, right? You believe in their actions, right? They don't have to be about money, but you believe in actions, right? And you know that, and we know that there's certain things that you used to do when you're single, you in a relationship, or you're in a marriage, or you know. So there's certain things you can't do, man or woman. There's certain things you just cannot do. You got to pay attention to association. You got to be careful what you say. And not everybody is the best. Not everybody's going to look out for your interests. See, some of us feel that we married or we in a relationship, we can still dib and dab on the low. We feel we could meet some people that's professional or whatever it is that's okay. But like I said before, and I was gonna say this: if you was not making those decisions then, to be more careful, it's gonna be harder for you right now because now you become set in your own ways. I give you case in point, right? Like, this is lie, this true. Here with this guy I know. That I'm known pretty good. And he's with this young lady. Good relationship. But he feels that he should have a dating site. He should, have a dating site on his phone. And it bothered her a lot. Like, yeah, I cut this off because we together, but why you can't do it for me, for us? And come to find out, he lost a good woman. See, if we not willing, if you ask a person make the necessary steps to show action, it goes for you too. And we got to understand that. We got to understand. We got to try to preserve marriage. Also the relationships. We got to preserve that. So when you have stuff around like that, or when you have this and that that remind of the past, or remind, like I say, for remind of the past and everything, and it bothers the person that I'm not doing it to you. Why? You know, but they think it's cool. It's not cool. It's not cool at all. And it comes down to what morals do you have? You know, at that time, years ago, you know, I asked question, why you had that dating, why you had the dating sign on your phone, homie? You say you love her, right? I'm in love with her. Yeah. So you need to let that go. No, I just want to see. Well, see what? What's the see? But see, when you talk to the people, we talk to some of these people, you know, they say it's my phone. I could do what I want. Why are you looking at my phone like that? But see, it's flashing. Oh, I want to meet up with you certain places we can talk about certain things. People don't see. People fail to understand. Yeah, things could go 12 hours. Check. Good morning. Check your email. Check your email. And they carry it for a fact. Oh, ain't nothing going on. Okay. So we have to be in conscience because sometimes we could be in certain situations that we cannot get out, but you feel I could do what I want, or I could say what I want. It's okay. Oh, you holding me back and everything. You think about this, you think about that. As understanding, you know, you felt y'all felt like it goes a man or woman. You felt to understand that person sees some signs that person seen in the past, or then certain things they see, they had a certain feeling, human feeling. Not most of them get most no human feeling. And ever since she left him, and I believe he loved her too. He hasn't been the same ever since. Now they had some talking, they talking to each other this back last year, they talking to each other and everything, and then you know, she gonna give him a hard time. Always taking consideration of your significant one feelings. And understand it goes from man or woman to understand they see things, they've been through things. And they don't want nothing to remind them, you know. And I think that's very important, and that's what the homie failed to understand that. Sister Foot Soldier.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm good in yourself. Still grinding, I see.
Yeah, hey, you know, somebody got to do it. Somebody got to do it. But I'm glad that you up here. How are you and your family doing?
So far, so good.
That's great. That's great. That's great.
So
Quee,
what's
how you doing? Thanks for coming.
for this morning? I know you have a good topic.
Oh, you heard?
No, I didn't.
Nah, well, I was talking about marriage or relationships that some people feels they can do what they want and there's no consequences. You know, you got to consider that person feelings. Good morning. Good morning.
Well,
And
that would be they just being selfish.
yeah, and they don't understand the ripple effect. You know, that's what like certain things. Like I said, for me,
Mm-hmm.
if it doesn't feel morally right, I'm not doing it. Even when I was single, I was still the same way. So the transition for me is like for instance, like I was telling the story before you came here when I first moved to Virginia, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then I first left, matter of fact, when I first left my brother's house and I got my
Right.
own place, it was just one of the cats I knew, right? So he in the great day we engaged. I forgot to say that part a few minutes ago. They engaged, but it was a problem. And the problem was that he still was having he still had this dating app on his phone. And it bothered her, like, you say you would love me, right? Yeah. And you know I love you, right? But why you gotta have that in your phone? Would you check them? It's not about checking your phone, but we together, we engaged. Do you need that? And I talked to him about it. Shout out to you, Mr. Mike, my brother. And I talked to him, I said, yo, that ain't cool, dog. Yo, come on, man. You ain't yes, it is something. How about that would have happened to you? Vice versa. I would have had the same conversation with her. That ain't cool, dog. Get that off your phone, dog. Don't even make no attempt in anything. And kind of find out that it ain't gonna be nothing, and I don't understand why, you know. And so I said, you can listen to other people you want. I'm telling you, she's getting tired and she's hurting, and she don't want to let you go. So what you just do, go to her with your phone, take it out. It won't be no problem. Don't go to it no more. If there's a problem, y'all talk about it. Man, I said, okay, I'm just letting you know. When she walk at that door, no shedding tear, dog. And like I tell you before, if it would have been vice versa, I would tell her the same way too. 3
Why
months
make the
later,
commitment if you're not sure about it?
huh?
Why make the commitment if you're not sure about it?
Right, and that's the thing about it. You know, people fail to understand that.
Yeah, you don't have to make commitments. I tell my grandson, got all these girls, but he has one girlfriend. So I'm telling him, why is you making a commitment to her when you seeing other people? You don't have to. If you really care about her, you would be honest, and that's the problem when it comes to relationship. Both sides are not honest. If you don't want to make the commitment, don't say we together. I'm you the only one I'm gonna see you, vice versa, and then you seeing other people. Just because we can doesn't mean we should. It's
And
simple.
so,
I think we make things something so small. It's simple. We make it more than what it needs to be. Just be honest. You're not ready for commitment.
and also there are certain things that is bothering your significant one. Get rid of it, whatever it is. Talk it out. You know, don't let it linger and stuff. And so, and stop saying. I always tell people, stop saying, "Oh, you over exaggerated. Oh, you just want time from me. You gotta think because people got evil intent out here. They got evil intent. I don't care you in the house. I don't care if you go out. I don't care if it's in your job. It doesn't make a difference. There are some people, man or woman, got evil intent. And that's why one of the reasons I'm very conscious whether, no, no. I know how to carry myself, but I'm just saying, no.
I think they say all those things to justify their behavior. It's her or it's him. They not understanding, or they understand very well. You just want to do what you want to do, but still have a relationship. You can't do both.
And also they don't have nobody could pull them on the side and say, no, that's wrong. Because I remember when I was coming up, it was like that.
Just be honest. You don't have to tell a girl you love her or tell him you love him and you seeing someone else. And they find out now you didn't hurt somebody.
And it's sad because he was a good guy. He was not a bad person. No, he wasn't. He just considered feelings. So what you did, you show off?
Communication. You
Right,
have to
she
have
showed you off.
communication.
Jay
It,
Gibb in the building. What's good, Jay Gibb? Yeah, and then what?
when it falls apart, the first thing come out their mouth, why you ain't tell me? If that's how you felt.
Yeah. And that's why, like I always tell people, oh, I forgot to make this announcement. Um, Shout out to my underrated one family. Shout out to my LDBC family that stands for Lions Den Boxing Community. I've been rolling for them for years. Um, Brother Town Biz had from Cali had introduced me to the family, LDBC. The General 7A Sports TV. Shout out to you. And I got to know 7A Sports and Black Fight Fan, Ticket TV, and others.
So they still doing their thing, huh?
They still doing their thing. Yeah, they still doing their thing. And I've been part of that, be part of that family. I'm still part of the family. So shout out to the mighty LDBC. And also shout out to hashtag TWT family. VC Quee. Her and her other half has started TWT. So shout out to y'all. Y'all keep up the great work. Now I got that out the way. And we have to understand that certain things could be fixable, but we just got to get off that mindset and also, oh, you just trying to hold me out. Oh, you don't did no. It's not about that. It's all about being right within each other. And there are some people feel they if you tell them that they restricted, you know. And sometimes we gotta be careful what we saying too, and thinking because that person is analyzing us. Oh, okay. Oh, it's like that. Okay. I just asked you for 15 seconds to 30 seconds. Oh yeah. And you want to find out for some, you want to check out somebody else well-being instead of me. I'm just using me as an example. Really?
Well, someone asked a question in another chat I was in. Should you go to her phone or should she be able to go through your phone?
I said it's up to two people. That's what I would say. It's the teacher's own. I would say that. Because people say, oh, I could do no, because y'all say y'all don't know the parameters of that relationship. So if they trust that person, you trust each other, they don't have to go on their phone and go through each other phones and stuff like that.
Right. It's like you're looking for something.
Yeah, because the way my parents always used to say this, you're gonna in one way or the other, it's gonna pop up. They can hide
Right.
all they want to. So, whoever it is, it's gonna pop up. So you go in a relationship or marriage to trust. So you gotta trust that person.
And that's the thing. That's the same as making a commitment. If you don't trust that person, then you don't need to make no commitments because you're already messed up.
Yeah, so the thing is, guess we got to. Let me ask you, do you watch sports?
Yes, I've listened to Town. I used to listen to Ticket. Still,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Also,
um,
you say you listen to Ticket, right, right.
so
Yeah.
basketball. I'm not up on boxing, but the basketball, baseball, boxing. I've been out of the loop for a while. I think I stopped watching boxing after Mike Tyson bit the ear off of.
Holyfield.
Yeah, but my old boxers, I was affiliated with those, but I don't know who's boxing what. I watch it sometimes, but I don't know the players. I don't know anything.
So, what's your favorite football, baseball team?
I don't have a favorite baseball team. I really watch when they start playing in the playoffs. It's like that's when they
Oh, yeah,
play.
yeah, that get interesting. Yeah, that's what I'm watching. I'm
Yeah,
watching. I'm watching the
basketball.
playoffs and the games. Yeah.
Shout out to LeBron. Kyrie. I'm into the players more so than the teams
Okay. So you like LeBron,
because
huh?
right now they splitting everybody up. It's just a hot mess when it comes to that. But football, I'm down with that. Minnesota, I like the Giants.
Okay.
I like Washington, even though they changed their name.
Mhm.
Never was a Dallas fan. Never will be.
Oh,
Not a Tom Brady fan. Not at all.
me either. Yeah.
Only thing I don't care too much for is how the black players, are being treated when it comes to moving up to be a coach, things like that. It seemed like it takes forever. What's the
Yeah.
coach name who had his team praying, and they got rid of him? I think it was the Golden State coach,
Mark
the black
Jackson.
coach.
He's from New York.
Before
He's from New York.
before Steve Kerr got in there, they got him out of there. He the one that's the reason why their team was successful. But they not gonna say that. Football, I was pissed off how they did Warren Moon when he was playing. All he needed was a few yards to pass this white guy. Don't you know they called a running play? It'd have been me. I'm sorry. I'm going to throw the ball. I'm going to take my chances and throw that ball and get my score up and pass whoever. They can't take that away from you. It's like we scared to move the goalposts. I mean, we acquiesce to what they want. I'm the same with the Seattle game when they was playing the Patriots. You just had Skittles run 30 yards with at least two people on his back. You get down to the 10-yard line and you gonna call a pass play
Oh, he's from
instead of
Seattle, right?
yeah, what's their name?
Seattle
Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Yeah, what's the dude name? They called him Skittles because he ate a lot of Skittles. They got rid of him. They broke down the
His name
Legion
is
of
his name is Marshawn Lynch.
yeah, they broke down the Legion of Doom. Because everybody was feeling some kind of way. You gonna call a pass play? Come on! It's like the fix be in. Just like when Cam Newton played Denver and they wanted Peyton Manning to win that ring. I would have ran that ball. I don't care what they said. I'm going in. I'm on the 6-yard line. I can't get in. I've been running all over people for a whole season. Now I can't get down to the goal. Man, come on. Come on. They wanted Peyton Manning to win that, just like they wanted Tom Brady to win what he won. When it
Let me
comes
let me
to that
let me let
politics,
me
that's
let
the
me put the
problem.
historical context. Let me put the historical context on that game. The Super Bowl was in Santa Clara, California, San Francisco, East Oakland. That year was the 50-year anniversary of the inception of the Black Panther Party. The Carolina Panthers made it. Had a black quarterback. His name is Cam Newton, Huey P. Newton. You have Beyonce, she did a halftime show paying tribute to the Black Panther Party. They just used all the women to disguise it. So Beyonce was on code for his black on that. So that's why he really had. That's why he had everybody with the that. If you remember the halftime show, so that's why the fix was in. That's why the fix was in, and that's why they made sure that the number two overall pick in the same draft, because in 2011, you understand me, was Cam Newton went one, Von Miller went two. People remember that. So they said, okay, we'll let the number two pick get it,
Mhm.
except the number one pick on the 50th year anniversary of the inception of the Black Panther Party and the Carolina Panthers. That's the
I was,
numerology game again. It let
I
you
was,
know the symbolism.
yes, you get to you if you look at the lights and the stage, the if you look at it real, see people don't look at it like that. They see the bright lights on the stage. Oh, this is so beautiful. The the way they have it set up is the way they have it set up. I just was disappointed. I was like, come on, sing somebody break that code and just go off a
No,
code.
you can't break the code because number one, we just what we do is see what I have realized, what people told me, understand. When a black person makes it to the NFL or make it to the NBA, happy that they got out of poverty. That's really it. It ain't for them to go do anything, to go lead, to go push nothing. No, because I give you a perfect example. It was a man, it was a Stephen Fetching. You know, he was kind of so-called a quote coon.
Yes.
Yeah. And he's supposed to be, well, guess what he did? He took his money and he was funding revolution back in his hometown, buying guns, doing feeding people, doing what the Black Panther Party was doing. I'm indifferent. If you're a separatist, you're a separatist. If you're integration, you're integrationist. If you're an integrationist, it is what it is. My grandmama told me a long time ago, okay, integration came through the door. He said, okay, that don't matter. It doesn't matter about all that. You can do business with white folks. There's nothing wrong with that. But do you have sexual and racial discipline? That's what separatism really means. That a black man and a black woman will not have sexual relations outside of the community. That's all separation is. That's it. Business is business. So I think where we getting it construed, that is the separation. The only separation you need to be worrying about. That's what the game show about. We finna go on and just put it with a brand where the ghost can get it. You understand me? What your ancestors really meant and what they was talking about, what they were standing on. Really what Martin Luther King really was preaching. Because a lot of these Negroes is running around here, do not know what the game was about, do not know what it was and what it is, and what it was and what it is and what it will be. You need to understand. I know people getting mad about affirmative action. I need to tell you about that. That'll be on my platform. I'm not gonna do it over here. That's my
What's your
platform.
what's
My
your name?
platform is the game show. I'm Prince PL. Only difference is I just branded my show. I went from Prince because the game show was still. But when I started my show, everybody know number one grinder. I said this is the Prince Pierre 9.5 live show, aka the game show. So people thinking it's a new show. No, I'm just branding my name. I just
Okay.
let y'all know who I was when I started, the Black Richard Dawson and all that, and I had to figure it out. So what I did was I went on and I got some advice and got my channel evaluated by some people. People said my concept is great. All they told me is I need to cam up and show my style. Cam up and show your style because your information is worthwhile. Because mine is a wholly different thing. I'm trying to get to the young guys and the young people to change the mindset of it. So I'm gonna use the sports, the politics, and the relationship dynamic to entertain you, and at the same time teach y'all when I do my live. That's what I'm teaching. So I'm just letting you know that I'm branding my show. That's why you ain't been seeing me doing live because I'm branding it. I got intros I'm finna go make, hip hop songs I'm finna go make. I'm a talented brother. People don't get it. I'm very talented. Everything you see, I say, is my slogan. I'm basically a copywriter and don't even really know it, man. I done wrote slogans. I'm a pitch man. I can write slogans I'm basically an advertising agency. Yeah, that's basically what I am. Shit. But I can brand somebody's show tomorrow. Copywriter, give you a logo, give you a slogan and keep it going. But back to what you were saying, I wasn't trying to take control. I just want to let you know that, yeah, But we
You're not
what
taking
we doing?
control.
Yeah,
You
yeah. I
speaking
just want
fast.
to let you know. Yeah, we just need to quit trying to use those entertainers to be leaders. They're not our leaders. They're not our leaders. They're not. Martin Malcolm told us that the 99%, which is the working class black man, because my show is for working class black folks.
Okay.
My show is not for the Charleston White audience. He's talking to the hustlers and players and pimps.
Right.
Okay, I'm talking to the blue collar guys from the working class, from the blue collar to the sky blue collar to the white collar. That's who I'm talking to. That's my audience. The people that really make this man known. Because who Martin Luther King was mobilizing was not the gangsters in them. He was mobilizing the working class black men. That's who he was preaching to. Now Malcolm was galvanizing the street black man that was trying to clean himself up to the working class black man. So he was getting people that was doing the crime, and then Martin was getting the guy that was wanted to go to school and do right.
Okay.
So that's why they was needed. That's why it ended up the very reason they got rid of Malcolm is because he's finna link up with Martin, and why they got rid of Martin because he codified the language and he basically got off what you call race-based initiative. He started talking about eradicate poverty, which was going to get poor white people to join him as well. You see what I'm saying? And hold on, let me put a quick on it, because you got Negroes over here lying on the Black Panther Party. The Black Panther Party was a political organization. They was socialist communism, which that's what they preached. But they was willing to work with anybody that was willing to work with them. They just couldn't join them. You know what I'm saying? So, and anybody couldn't join them. And then I put a bow on it is Matulu Shakur that's died, right? Everybody be talking about Tupac and Thug Life. Let's get one thing straight. Tupac went to Matulu in prison. He sat down and he told him about and he brought the Thug Life initiative to Matulu Shakur. Matulu Shakur told him, "Do not do that. That ain't you. You need to stand on what we own, which is the Republic of New Africa. Stand on that, my son." He said, "Well, I don't think they're gonna get that." He said, "Brother, I told you. You a man. You make your decision." But Tulu told him, "Do not go down that damn thug life mentality and that thug life trying to reinvent the word nigga and all this here."
And he didn't listen.
A revolutionary told him it was wrong. That raised him told him it was wrong. That's why Tupac died, because he did not follow the man that adopted him and his last name. You understand? He didn't run around with Matulu's last name. He ain't running around with his biological father's last name, while we talking about stepfathers ain't shit. But you over here giving much love to Matulu Shakur. That was a stepfather. He ended up getting, because black folks wouldn't fund his movement, he had to go do criminality to get his movement funded. So so that's what they need to be. Because see, you guys, man, you taking the history and you chopping it up. I don't have any narrative. You know why? Because the truth is my narrative, which is the game show, what it stands for me is an acronym for God's Apostle Manifesting Enlightenment. So if you think and yes, I am an alkaline pimp. Because let's get ignorant. My name is Prince Pierre, the son of the earth. Because Prince means son, Pierre means Peter, son of the rock. That means that, and let you know, I ain't saying I'm him, but Jesus, Marilyn Magdalene was a whore. A lot of the low-class women that was out there doing the ladies of the evening was trying to get mentoring by him. That's who was following every damn well. So he was technically a pimp without trying to be one, because he was properly inspired, motivating the people of his time. That's what I do. I properly inspire and motivate the people of my time. And this is what this means. Either you gonna like me or hate me. It ain't no in between. I ain't one of these guys that you're gonna scratch your head and say, no, you're gonna say, I'm with you or F you. And that's how it's supposed to be. Either you hot or you cold. Like Jesus say, we don't want no lukewarm here. Spit it out. Either you with me or you're against me. I rather know who my enemy is and who my people is than to not know. And that's what the orientation of the game show. We gonna let the game show, let the truth show, let people know what's really going on. There you go, number one grinder. I just had to put that out there because Trev Bass looked like she knew who I was yesterday. I had to explain my concept because you forgot who I was. But you got it, number one grinder. Go ahead.
Great information. You're not sugarcoating anything.
No, that's too much. There's too much sugarcoating out here. There's too many people trying to play narrative. There's too many people trying to lie. There's too many people don't understand. We need to understand about political education. We need to understand about political involvement. We need to. It's time to codify our language. We need to quit crying to white folks. No. See, let me put it like this. They talking about a World War III. It is a World War III. It ain't the World War III you're thinking of. It's
Right.
called the war. It's called the war within. It's war within. It's war within white folks that they got going on. It's not my business. It's war with the immigration because America is getting an outstanding understanding. Let's get it straight. Let's get it straight. I don't know what niggas is on when the Republican Party said they want to get rid of an immigrant. He's definitely not talking about no black, no Negro American. He's not talking about the ancestors. He ain't talking about the Davises and the Johnsons and the Butlers or whatever slave last name you have, Negro. He's not, that white man ain't talking about you. And the litmus test just showed you when Donald Trump shut the border down, got rid of all the so-called dregs out of here. You understand me? Guess who? Jobs went up. Black jobs went up. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna quote one man for you, and you need to read his book. If you know how to read a book and know how to compartmentalize any book a scholar read, he's telling you what it was. You should be able to compartmentalize to the present, and you should be able to visualize it for the future. This is what I mean. When you read Black Labor, White Wealth, he's telling you how that when black folks had their hands on the cotton, woo, America rose. What has the American white man has learned when they let everybody in here? Now they talking about the GDP is dropping. Guess what? When they closed the border down and they built that racist ass wall that you niggas don't like, you understand me? But I knew what it was on site because I knew putting that wall up benefits black folks because black folks get the job. Truck drivers was getting so much damn money. You understand me? They was buying trucks and buying everything. Now they're going broke. You understand me? So immigration is for, when they talking about they want to get rid of illegal immigrants, who's going to do the damn job? And when they get rid of the immigrants, if black folks were smart, that means we need to build our own union to unionize the labor so we can negotiate the price that they want. Because even the white man know when the black man touch shit, they get rich. The National Football League got majority black folks. They the #1 league in America. You see that NBA got the baddest players were black. They was coming in #2. Tell you a sport that used to be the #1 sport in America, baseball. Guess who ain't over there? The black man ain't over there. They ain't getting no money. Boxing is getting back on top because they starting having the #1 boxer in the game is a black man named Tank because they don't care if you're a heavyweight or a middleweight. Do you got power like Tyson? So you need to understand the Commonwealth of America that without us, America cannot survive. But because before this country was established in July 4th of 1776, guess who over here built them? So 200 years earlier to make them even come up with the idea to have an America. We built this bitch. So these old niggas are telling you you don't have no stake here. You a damn lie. And the white man and the Republican man know that, and they ain't gonna tell you that because they trying to win. They're not trying to lose, and they their own. But if you understand codified language, it ain't about being with the white man. It's about understanding interests. That's all you vote for. And we've been voting 60 years for a party that enslaved you. Because the Republican Party was built based off eradicating slavery. Not because they loved you, nigga, because they was dying too. The South, the Democrat, the Dixiecrat was killing northern white folks and niggas too. None of them, the northern white man couldn't survive, and the nigga damn sure wasn't gonna survive. So quit playing with this game. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I done said it, I done said it with the biggest, baddest motherfuckers. I was in the movement of RBG, Universal Pan-Africanism. I done walked this earth and been in everything. I done been with the rich boys, talking money with them. I done been everywhere. I'm a scholar of hard knocks because I practice what I preach. Now all I gotta do now is just reclassify and restudy and shit, and just re-enlighten myself on some literature that I have read, and I don't forgot the key points of it. So that's all I got to do. So I'm just telling y'all right now, y'all need to quit playing because you're not on no game. You getting pimped on. You playing emotional politics. See, what I'm passionate about getting shit done. I'm not passionate about what some white man done. I'm passionate about prosperity and the human experience. I give a fuck about what that white man saw me. Because when ancestors tell me, don't worry, when people that was born in the struggle in the 20s step and tell me, don't worry about slavery, boy, don't worry about it. Let's do what the Jew told you. Never, don't forget, and never again. That's all. Never again will it happen. That's all you niggas need to defend. Don't worry about what the white man, that ain't your business. Because you didn't go through it. Because if we never told you about it, if the white man said we ain't gonna talk about slavery and black and old school black folks never told you, nigga, about it, never told you the story, she even said you niggas actually be better than what you was. We shouldn't even told you the history. But we had to because that was the righteous thing to do. We had to do it. Okay? And I'm gonna finish by this here. I know niggas right now that with motherfucking me or handling business or being Christians. Some of you niggas are Christians. And I'm gonna say this about you niggas that's talking down Christians. The first Christian church came out of Ethiopia, you motherfucker.
Got you. Yeah, all right, great. Let me introduce Brother Sheed in the building.
Hey, she.
What's going on? What's going on?
Sheed. How
You talking?
Oh,
God told me I'm good. Yeah, go ahead, put so.
No, I'm good. I'm getting all this info. I'm listening.
Prince was hitting it on the nail on the head. You know, when it comes down to a lot, I talk to a lot of people and I tell them, I say the division is the key to keep us, you know, where we at. You know, everybody look at
Yes, it
social
is.
media and all this other stuff. It's a division, divide and conquer. That's the easiest game to play, divide and conquer. That's how you take over a kingdom. You separate your soldiers. You know, prime example with the movie 300. He
Mm-hmm.
had 300 soldiers.
Yep.
Yeah.
300 soldiers. When you went
Mm-hmm.
all them other places, they had potters, blacksmiths. Them wasn't no soldiers. Them wasn't no men that, you know, kill at will, ready to go to war. Them were everyday men trying to struggle and make it, but they wasn't no soldiers. See, that's the thing. If we get together and get soldiers, it's a problem. You start seeing it when we had parties like the Black Panther Party tried to organize. All of them trying to organize into something great. And, you know, a lot of times we can't see the forest through the tree because we want to be included. You know, we want to be with each other and kumbaya. It's a time for kumbaya, but at the same time, you know, a lot of times we don't work on this real good, dealing and working with our people.
Yeah. The key, I feel the key is, I said for me, I'm going to say for me on this channel, it's always going to be a difference of sociology of each our narrative. But at the end of the day, are we going to come together to do what's right? And it's good that we had these conversations, diverse and everything and all. And I'm talking about our people now. I'm talking about our people, what Sister Foot Soldier was saying, Brother Brother She going, and we gotta have these issues. We gotta have it. Because see, a lot of us, like I said, a lot, quite a few of us as a people, we feel we privileged. We feel that we made it. And that is that's very dangerous to think that you've made it as some. Long as my family is fine, long as my job is fine, I'm secure. No, it shouldn't be. It should be about that. It should be about others. And so my thing is, let's have these conversations, but at the same time, have the respect of each other, and let's do the best we can. That's why I always say that the only way we're going to restore the black man and the black woman we had to come together to restore the family. We have to restore ourselves, and then restore the marriages, and then we have to restore the relationships, and we have to be morally correct, and we have to understand it should not be set in our own ways. I'm gonna do what I want, and the
Right.
rest is suffering.
Absolutely.
We
I
we
was
gotta
listening.
stop that.
I was listening over there on Cuda channel one night, and DJ Cuda, he had Jay Speed on there.
Right.
Jay Speed broke AM down and told him, you know, how did the Muslims, you know, the nation of Islam, how did they break into, you know, getting back the family structure of the black people in the community? He said it was through the women. We sit here and destroy the women. How we gonna build a community up if we taking the people that birth the kids, the first teachers of the kids, and break them all the way down? Now you only entertain the good women. I can hear 1,000 channels on how bad these women are, but why are you entertaining the bad women? You know, Truth as I know it, he talked about this the other day. How we gonna sit here and have a community of married couples and good people, but nobody speaking on it? We can only, that's the number one thing we always do, and that's where the division starts. We'll point out all the bad in the community. You mean to tell me you ain't got no good? You mean to tell me your mom and daddy weren't good? Okay, your mom and daddy weren't good. What about your uncles? What about your grandma? What about your granddad? Somebody in your family got something worth talking about. Focus on them. Start being around them more. But now we want to go around the dysfunction. We want to
Yeah.
go around and preach on that and act like that's the
right.
norm. And that's why we keep losing this war or this fight, because we only gonna see the dysfunction and point out the dysfunction. I told the guys all this. I say, when I wanted to get married, I wasn't out here just banking chicks just to be banking. Ah man, I'm not gonna leave no food on the table. Well, 9 months you'll make that decision. And for everybody that know, 9 months, that's a baby term. So since you
Yes,
ain't gonna
sir.
leave food on the table, you're gonna have a kid or something else even worse. And I tell guys a lot of the time when we talk about the issue of marriage and divorce, I say the only reason I ever divorced my wife was she cheated on me. And they said, well, it's not in the vows that, what about cheating this and cheating that? I said, well, they said, well, it's death do you part. Well, to that, if she cheats, she dead. I said, because I would think she would do the same thing to me, because cheating includes that you're not loyal, you're not faithful. If it's an issue in the marriage, talk to me. That's the loyalty to it. Give me that courtesy to say, well, if I'm not a fit husband for you, I might need to divorce you so you can go along your way. That's the
That's
thing.
good. Let me touch on that. Let me touch on that real quick and real good. Let me touch on that. Let me touch on that. But if you need to say something, I'm around grinder. Go ahead though. Before I start.
No, you go ahead because I want to follow up. Go ahead. Go ahead and handle your business.
All right, man. Let me talk about this, man. Because I think what people got to construe, man. Let's put this game down. When boyfriend and girlfriend, right? I was taught by true people that boyfriend and girlfriend, if y'all having sex, you're fornicators. But if a boyfriend cheats on the girlfriend, she'll leave you because you cheated on. So so we already committing sin. So I decided to go commit the same sin with somebody else. You gonna leave me? So at the end of the day, I don't give a hot diggity damn about that, because I think that Fornicators ain't got to be faithful with fornicators. And let's move it over to the next. I'm done with that shit. That need to be done with. Next thing is that that's a fact. That's a fact. The next thing on it is that what's happening to men, you women are being freelance freaky with the boyfriend. But under God, that's sin. But when you get married, you want to be holy. No, you're kind of opposite, lady. You need to be not giving that boyfriend nothing because when you come in as a virgin of virtue, which two V's make a W, a woman is a virgin of virtue, and there's two ways to be a virgin. You either a virgin with no man penetrating you, and you have not conceived a baby. It's the only way you can be a virgin. So that's why I know. That's why if you remember Malcolm X, you remember brother Malcolm had the white lady, and he had her doing all kind of shit. But what he didn't do, he ain't put no baby on her. Then when he got out, he got roped by and said, "Yeah, Malcolm, I'm married now." All that old hoe ass shit she did. You understand me, with him, but because she didn't have no evidence that she did any fornication, because well, I'm gonna tell you what a child out of wedlock means, that you have an evidence of fornication. You have an evidence of fornication. So that's why these Negroes was running around. I don't want to be in the same man. I don't want to be. I'm gonna put it where the ghost can get it. I'm a spiritual scientist. That's what I am. It's time to talk spiritual science. Because the spiritual is to the biology. That's why these red pill niggas is saying what they saying, but they're not putting it where the ghost can get it. They're not putting you through the ancestors' teachings. So I'm gonna finish by saying this. So you women want to throw it back for the boyfriend and the other guy, but you don't want to do it for your husband. Because under the covenant of God, you can be freaky as you want to for your husband. What's wrong with you? That's for you women and you hoe ass nickels. So I'm sick and tired of y'all running your mouth. And I ain't certain things I'm gonna tell you, men. Certain things I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna teach you, young men, on why these women mad when you step outside. Because let me tell you something. Them old women didn't give a damn about the man stepping outside. And I tell you that game on my show on why and what they say. If I can find somebody that want to come chop some real game down, I'll let them tell you. That's why it's called a podcast. Because I want people to come through and chop up game. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's wrong with a lot of these women, man. You know, women carries the pathway to sex. That's why when you courted a man, you was courting a man to marriage. And this is another mistake y'all wouldn't be making. When you get engaged, an engagement date is for a 90-day period when you marry. It ain't you dumbasses over here being engaged for 2-3 years. You stupid bitch. Let me get ignorant and dumb. The engagement is the date of engagement. 90 days later, you married. 90 days later, you married. Engagement is they letting everybody know 90 days we gonna be over here at this temple, at this rock, jumping the broom. Be there or be square. That's an announcement. Not these old 2-3 year marriages. And hey, I don't know what y'all on. I don't know. Y'all don't know no game. You don't know shit. Because the grandmama and grandmama told you women what it was and you ran off. And let me end it by this. They talking about you weak. Let me tell you women something. Them old women whoop the shoes off your neck. Because gender by gender, she can whoop your ass. So stop it. How she weak? She can beat the shit out you. How she weak? Because the man had order in the house. The man had order in the house, and the man took care of business. The man had the covering over the woman's head. Another thing, you cut your hair off your head. That's why you're crazy. Because the hair on your head is the covering, is the covenant of your sanity. This is spiritual teaching from all the biblical teachers. Tell women do not touch their head. That's why women cover their head and cover. So they have a covering, have a covenant over their head, so their head protected. So you cutting your hair. That's why the perm that's putting your hair was ripping your hair out your head. So you can go crazy. That is the game. That's why them old women used to wear wigs on their head, go buy a wig, because they didn't want to play with their hair. They didn't want to put no chemicals on it. They put the wig on it. That's why Marcus Mosiah Garvey was getting on Madam C.J. Walker's ass, telling him we don't need this damn products because you're going to destroy the black woman's mind. This is all documented history. You thought he was just trying to stop her business. No, he knew that was going to destroy the woman's mind. It was going to make her European mind. And now, 100 years later, a so-called these black women don't want to follow your instructions because they messing with their damn head. Messing with their head. Then the Asian turn around there, play with the black woman's head, get the money. They go to the damn Constitution and take away affirmative action. And that's what they did. Took your hair money and went to the Constitution and took away affirmative action. That's what the Asian did. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Y'all got it, man. Tell me I'm lying.
Good, you good.
All right, I ain't blaming you, women. I'm just saying, man. I put two and two together real quick, bro. But I tell you, I put it together, man. I don't play. So that's why them suckers is one. That's why them suckers is trying. That's why them suckers doing what they doing. They ain't playing with y'all, man. They playing with no black man. They tired. White man tired. White man tired of his own white woman telling him what to do. He tired of that shit. That's why that's another reason. The main reason I got rid of affirmative action. The number one benefit of affirmative action is they white woman. So, if y'all know the stats, the number one benefit of affirmative action is white women. Because this is what it was. They realized that language they put in there was so vague that everybody was pimping off what we wrote and what we petitioned for. They said, "Shit, it was meant for the niggers." Damn. But who wrote the shit? Them damn the Democrats wanted to count that language so they can fuck you. Because their plan is to get rid of your base anyway. They don't want the Democratic Party don't want your vote, nigga. They want it to keep it for survive right now. That's why they ushering all these immigrants to get the vote, but it's backfired because all the immigrants is going to the Republican side. Because they know that Democratic shit is bullshit. Because nobody want to be taxed without representation. Nobody want to be taxed to death. You understand? So because there's one guy that's jumping in there, they thought they was gonna get him on their side, and he's on the side of the other side. I don't give a fuck what side. I'm just telling you what these people doing. Majority of Cubans that came in through the Jimmy Carter initiative all pretty much vote Republican. That's when the motherfucker said, hell, that's what's wrong with the immigration laws. It's the same thing on Scarface that the Mexicans down south is running away from the cartel. The people is talking about trying to build the military to defend against the border. That ain't what that is. That ain't what that is. I'm gonna give you some game. What they want the military stronger inbound because they fixing to destroy. Because what is the cartel doing? Cartel is in the sex trafficking business. They're also in the ethanol business. So America is finna get ready to go pimp on Mexico for real. It's finna be a walk. We might as well take that. So you bitch ass motherfucker, I won't say it like that. Y'all want to come over? So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go get rid of you. We're gonna go get rid of your little fashion that's destroying your little shit. But we're gonna have to we gonna make your GDP better. Okay, so you can stay out of her. So you can stay out of her, man. America's getting ready to have North American supremacy. That's what they finna get ready to be on. That's what they getting ready to do because they tired, man. They tired. Because some other races is dropping the GDP down. All that. They tired. Because they doing the labor too cheap. Nah, man. They messing the game up, man. And they tired of them. And you got foreigners. You got American foreigners talking this, saying they want them out of here. But y'all want to stand over there, kiki, with your so-called South border friends. They ain't your friends. They don't like you. Man, they don't like you. How many times you done ran into an Hispanic? He couldn't speak English, but when you pointed to the product, you pointed to the product. That's when he started speaking English. You ain't never peep that game. Hey, how you doing? No English, no English. All you gotta do is point to the product you want. He starts speaking English real good. Man, you better peep this game. They just want your money. Get out of here. So nah, man, I ain't got no time for these people, man. I ain't hating on them. It is what it is. And America ain't America ain't studying black folks. You want the eye on you. See, anytime, man, leave me alone. And that's all we want. Leave me alone. Let me be free. Let me make my decision on who I want to be. That's all I need the white man to do. Reparations and all the other stuff, that is political organized and political organization. You're going to have to be on the block. You're going to have to border that. And a lot of you guys are when you say you a separatist, that means you don't want reparations. No, I'm going to put you that right now. You say you a separatist, that you don't want reparations. When you are integrations, that means you want reparations.
All right. Man, great talk.
The separatist, that means you don't even want to talk to him. You don't even want to negotiate with him. But if you're an integrationist, you're willing to sit at the table and negotiate. So you can get your resources, so then you can separate. That's the only way. That's the way it is what it is. So anytime my nigga say he a separatist, I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't want nothing to do with you. Because you don't know what it means. You don't know what it means, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the big thing with politics, a lot of people they just catch a wave. I remember when I was young, me and my friend had to talk. I was naive and I was foolish, so I would never just do what he did to the point of just going down there hit Democrat all down the line, not even knowing what the people stand for, voting for them because they're Democrat and the Republicans are supposed to be the bad guys. I would go look at the candidates, say, okay, well, what do you stand for? Why do I need to vote for you? Because for one, you got some stuff over here you talking about I don't agree with. You got some stuff over here you want to squeeze in the little topics talking about how the black people need this, but then you'll come back with some old crazy stuff talking about we need to, hit these other communities for the best, for the greater good. That ain't my community. Those ain't my. I don't condone a lot of the stuff that go on. With the alphabets and stuff like that. That's their thing. That's what they do. I don't need my influence over there because that ain't my life. Hey, you can have your lane and be over there and do what you do, but I don't have to reinforce it. I don't have to stand by you and agree with you on that because that's your lane. Now, if you over here in solidarity supporting me and my black cause and my movement, I'm all for it. If you choose to, because I choose not to handle your situation in your way. You say you ain't gonna handle mine, then so be it. I'm still gonna move regardless. And back without like earlier, I'm gonna chop back to the marriage thing. I always say this too. Not to get cut off with a lot of different people who, if you have a contract or you so called have a voice to where you say this is how we handle our marriage, that's how you handle your marriage. Polygamy is starting to be a big thing with a lot of guys. They don't even know how to use it. They don't know how to really talk it. It ain't even really for most people because they don't understand. You got to have money. You can't have all those women sleeping in the same bed. And for guys that think like, man, I'm getting all these women, that's why I'm gonna get a polygamy. No, that's not it. The women need their own house. If your own room, if starting off, if you ain't got the money, they got their own room in the house. But having their own space, that's the point of those type of marriages. But a lot of people don't do the research. They just horny, and that's why I go that point. And when I was talking about the aspect of my wife cheating and all that, that come from the agreement that we made. And we want to be monogamous. I don't have time to be dealing with other women and doing all that. That's why I'm looking at that standpoint. It's a good thing for me. I do my job, take care of my family. That's how I want to live my life. I don't have no problem with somebody else wanting to live their life something different because that's how you want to live your life. But at the same time, having an understanding of where you stand in a relationship, or if you choose to be by yourself, that's your benefits. A lot of people, they don't even know how to work themselves, let alone work with somebody else. You've been taught by several different people the wrong process, and once you get into a situation where you can find some knowledge, you choose not to accept the knowledge because why? It's not the norm to you. That's why a lot of guys in these channels, when they go through these struggles, It's because they've been fed the wrong information. And a lot of guys, hey, they want you to struggle. But hey, I've seen situations where older people, have the wrong information and steady pushing it, knowing that it's wrong because nobody taught me right. So why am I gonna teach the next generation? Or you have a young guy who comes in a situation knowing that this guy's older, he's wiser, he can understand, but the system telling me old people don't know nothing. So why listen to them? So you have, positive and negatives going at each other and negatives all the time. That's why I say society standards. A lot of people don't, get what society standard is. It's putting you in the mind frame of that control. That's why I say divide and conquer. Society will put you in the mind frame that your parents don't know, don't listen to them. But overall, the little knowledge that they do have, that's the understanding. Go out there and seek greater knowledge. A lot of people don't want to seek knowledge. I was just on a panel a few minutes ago, and the lady was asking about, trying to get some things for editing for her YouTube channel. And I explained to her. I said, we on these phones all day, conversating online, talking with each other online. Why nobody's Googling or looking up YouTube videos on how to use editing software? You on the phone all day. My uncle, he said it, and a lot of people always say this. You got to dumb it with a smartphone. Most of us are dummies with smartphones. We have all this technology we don't even take advantage of. When I talk about this, about me saving money and about stocking and life insurance and all that stuff, it's just basic stuff I know is trying to, get you to go out here and do some work. I always say this, you gonna get old. We can be entertained all day. I watch documentaries. I learn about fixing my cars. I learn about money. I learn about the stock market. I even learn with life insurance. Stay over there on Alonzo channel. Alonzo might don't know certain things I need to find out. I go find it on another channel. Or I'll push his button. Hey, Alonzo, you know about this? Oh, that's good. Me and Alonzo was talking. I told him we had a plan together for me to get a life insurance, a term for my son that makes some money. I expressed to him, I don't want the term. I want the long game. I want my son to have universal life, and I want to be able to have them to pass this down to their kids. Don't you know, I'm putting in act right now that the life insurance I got for my son, essentially, if he don't want to pull money out or use it, he can set this for his family. That's the mindset.
Let me take it back off that editing.
You're breaking a little bit. You're breaking a little bit.
You're
Break a
breaking
little
up.
bit, Pierre.
Hold on for 1 second. Hold on for 1 second. Hold that thought. Because I got to get other people in. Shout out to my sis Value Bunny and shout out to Coco T. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Great conversation. Keep it going. But let's try in a minute because I want to say some things too. And if you want to come up here, let me know. So keep it going. Go ahead, brother Prince. Go.
No.
You breaking it bad, bro. We can't hear you.
I'm breaking up. Can you hear me now?
Your mic is just staticking a little bit. I don't know if you got a cord mic. Yeah, it's just staticking. Yeah, it was clear earlier.
It was clear earlier, but you breaking up bad now.
It's getting a lot of static.
A lot of static, yeah.
Yeah, but man, it's just like overall, man, learning that knowledge, man. A lot of people, we sit on here all the time and try to be entertained. I'm like, man, I get it. I like a good laugh. I was just on another podcast earlier. They was talking about some crazy, wild topics, and I laugh at it, but I have to go back and get grounded because some of the things that they say is funny, but then it gets you thinking about, hey, do I need to focus on something like this? What if something like this happened? Like I was telling one time about how a guy passed and his ex-wife was still on his life insurance. She took all the money and ran over $200,000-$300,000. She ran. The guy had to, do a GoFundMe. Family had to chip in and bury him. They was getting on the daughter when she came to the funeral. We know you know where your daddy or your mama is. Your mama got like almost $300,000-$400,000 from this man's life insurance, and his new wife can't do that.
Where I'm at in my life, right? that like yesterday, people said I vent or what. Y'all can take it as you want it, but like I was saying yesterday, I don't know you hear, brother. I do have the underrated true life stories, and I think I'm up to 6 or 7. I'm gonna go back clowning y'all fools, man or women, no discrimination. I'm gonna start clowning y'all. I'm gonna go back when I like brother DS once said that he always makes sure big brother's fine. He said, yo, big boy, what we used to do and stuff like that, and I get it and everything. It's that person is in the closet, and but the thing is, it's all about. Because see, I want to be entertained too. Sometimes I want to be entertained because I don't want to be like, But that's what I'm saying. That's what the underrated true life stories I'm gonna bring back. We gonna entertain, but over here we gonna try. I'm saying like I told people sometimes people just want to come on. They probably going through lifetime situations at that moment. I think of stuff like that for years. A lot of y'all don't even know what the no one grind to go through sometimes myself. I mean, I with the sweetie now, she makes sure I'm good. But before then, nobody know what I'm doing. There's some brothers keep in contact. I'm not saying who they are, but they know who they are. Most of the time I was going through things too. So sometimes when I do this, it's like self therapy. But at the same time, I know I got to help somebody. And when I look at it, I'm not. It ain't on. Sometimes you want the views up because the algorithm get up there and everything. But I want to help somebody because sometimes through this space, Brother Sheep, we lost a lot of people within 3 years in this space. And the number one denominator is that nobody didn't know. Nobody, I ain't gonna say everybody, some of them didn't care. And for me, I'm very pissed off about it because, listen, if you a fuck up, and I don't care you man or woman, you a fuck up, stay the fuck away from me. But now, these fuck ups got a congregation of nothings. And it's all about go against the black man, all about go against the black woman. Listen, like I said before, if you critique what I do wrong, I don't mind that. All about changing. But if you go keep on saying, yo, I'm gonna destroy that little boy, I'll destroy that baby because he's a boy. I'm gonna say somebody. Just like if somebody says something about black woman that even is wrong, I'm gonna say something about it. I'm very fair. But it has to come to a time when it's time to grow up. It has to come to a time when enough is enough. When it's a time that I always say this, make sure your authentic listening is all good so it can manifest. What I'm saying is this. When we know that somebody's giving us information and maybe we don't like them, but you don't know what it could come from God or anybody else, take that and run with it and let it manifest in you, and so you could be a better person for it and advocate for that. That's how I always say I'm not afraid of this evil system. I'm not afraid of that. I stand against it for a long time, and I'm still gonna stand against it. You hear what I'm saying? So it has to come a certain time when we advocate. Are you really, really advocate? Are you really, really sacrifice? And I'm not talking about the ones that, oh yeah, I'm just trying to be seen. Everybody, people say, I don't want to be seen. Yes, you do want to be seen. Yes, you do want to be seen. There's nothing wrong being seen. But I want to be seen in the light that they say, yo, that number one grinder right there, he ain't nothing to fuck with. He stayed, yo, when he says something, he stayed firm with it. When he in action with it. He action with his. So when you go against him, especially deals with unrighteousness, you're gonna lose. That's the legacy I want to leave. And this is part of it right here. This is part of my vision. It's not all of my vision. It's not. But this is part of my vision. Because I know what I put right here is going to help somebody to get out storms that nobody didn't help them. It could be man or woman. But like I told people, don't get it twisted. On this channel, we all about helping. If you don't want your help your dirty ass out. If you don't want to put in, if you don't want to hear a person what they're speaking to, if you don't want to show respect, especially for me and my channel and the other ones that helped me build this throughout the years, this channel is for you. This space ain't for you. It ain't. Because right here, we grinders. But I'm a #1 grinder. I don't mean we joke around like that. But why he saying that so he could push us. Okay, no problem. Don't worry about value. Don't worry about it. We grind this here. And so we gonna do what we can grind. And we don't need no permission from anybody else. We don't need that. But we grind for righteousness. We grind to do what's right. Now, do days happen in order? No. Do the conversation happen in order? No. But my thing is, Lord is sculpture back to righteousness. Lord is sculpture back to do what's right. So when you leave here, you feel good. You leave here, have motivation. You leave here, you say, yo, that #1 grinder right there, he cares. That #1 grinder, I don't care what anybody said. I want anybody that mess with me. That #1 grinder right there gonna be there. That's what I'm on. Because I'm in the foxhole with you. I'm in the foxhole with you. I don't have to be rah. I'm in the foxhole with you. We going all out. And and these are the ones that we need to be around. That's what I coined well-rounded warrior. We got to arm up from head to toe. Because we got to understand there are some that looks like us want to destroy us. And Bayou Bunny had talked about it for years. Prince Pierre had talked about it. Brother She in his own way. Others had talked about it. I include me myself. And it's others that I know. But see, y'all not trying to listen. Y'all not trying to listen to none of that. Because you're weak. You're weak. You weak in the head. You weak in your mind. You weak in the head. You weak in your heart. You think money and material things supposed to make you big. That don't mean nothing. Because the same way you get those things, the same way God can take it away from you and give it to somebody else. Give it abundance to somebody else that needs it. That's what I'm saying. When I wake up, I'm a blessing. I'm God's blessing. When we talk around each other, we good. But sometimes when the BS is out there, we gotta be addressed it. And there are some people in here, I don't like the tone and everything. So you don't like the tone. That means you don't let the listening form in it. You in your feelings. And I noticed when I was coming up, my parents in their own way. Sometimes you got to sit down and put your feelings aside and think. Sometimes we so emotional, wrecking everything, and we have information that could change us. No, we don't want to take that because I don't care. I don't have to listen to them. I don't have to do nothing. Maybe there is God's source send that person that you don't like so you can get it. And that person don't even know. Do you ever think about that? No, because you're dumb. You're set in your own ways. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to get it back to Prince. I'm going to tell you this. Y'all keep on acting this way. When you get older, when you're dying and everything, ain't nobody going to be around you because you're set in your own ways. Nobody don't want to be around no mean spirit, old wrinkle up, don't care. You can say what you want. Nobody don't want to be around that. So understand this. From this day forward, better change. Better change your ways. Because when you get older, karma don't lie. And one thing about life, life's gonna show you what you do good, but also life's gonna show you what you did wrong. And you cannot take those years back of 10, 20, 30, 40 years, how you treat people, how you say certain things, oh, you trying to get over and stuff. It's going to come back to you. No matter if you're a black man or black woman, it's going to come back to you. And what you're going to say then. So whatever ones who act this way, just understand this. In the space, I'm talking about in the space. They going to get theirs. Don't worry about it, y'all. They gonna get there. They ain't gonna come when you come. Don't worry about it. Keep on doing what you have to do. Because they gonna get theirs. And you gonna see and say, oh man, that number one grinder is right. He's right. Because I'm gonna tell you, they gonna get theirs. They gonna get theirs. And you know what? I hope I have the mindset in my heart to say, have mercy, God have mercy on it. I hope that I be in that room. But knowing me, I won't. And I'm imperfect. So that's what I'm saying. And I told people this. And I hold on to this. Again, it goes for me too. Treat people how you want to be treated. You need to make time to make sure that person's all right. You do it. Because if not, you want to pay for it. No matter if you're a man, no matter if you're a woman, you're going to pay for it. And I said this a few weeks ago, and I'm saying right now, because you know why? Because you're disrespecting God's blessing. You disrespect God's addition. So y'all keep on playing around. Think it's sweet. Y'all keep on playing around that, oh yeah, I could do what I want. I could do what I want because I know. You keep on thinking that. People be permissive. People think, oh yeah, I could do this. Well, it doesn't make a difference, or it doesn't make it. That person has to respect. No, they don't. No, they don't have to respect that. No, they don't. Especially if it's not morally correct, morally right. I mean, better understand that. Like my late mother, oh, man, woo, late mother. She used to have the saying. The same way I'll open the door for you. If you don't respect me, that's the same way I can close the door on you. No matter if you're a man or woman. And we better understand that. We better understand it very loudly because a lot of us is getting older. A lot of us is getting older. And we feel that we shouldn't change. You better change. You better change for the better. Then if you got somebody that works with you, you better work with them. But all this is around you is nothing but for gays BS. Want to be validated, want to be special to other people, want to do all that. That's all good and everything else. Be careful. Be careful of that. I see a lot of people falling for that. Like I said, you this evil system, you got to get what you want and be positive and survive. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. But it has to be disciplined. Just can't. I want to be with this person. I want to be with a group of people. While you got someone that's right here. That's right. We want to be right there. Gotta be careful. Us black man, black woman. We. You better be very. Goes me too. We better be careful. Better be very careful. Because Satan is one of the best disguises ever. And like I said, when you don't have the sharp eye of the truth, I got to look for that and post that. I got to look for it. I did a sharp eye of the truth. I got to look for that. And sometimes when you had a sharp eye of the truth, we don't want to accept it. You better accept it. We want to make that certain change. You better make that certain change. I see a lot of people like the late great Malcolm X getting hoodwinked. And you know what the sad thing about it? They cannot repair that. So that means that when you say, oh, you're not doing this, oh, you're not doing that, you're not doing this, oh, you're not doing, oh, no, you need to take a good look at yourself. But if not, it's going to be gone. And sometimes, yeah, you can get it back. And you can make it better. I'm with that. But how about you're trying to get it back and you can't? And that's when I always say this. It's a you problem, not a me problem. It's a you problem, not a me problem. And we better understand that. You know how many people say, oh, you ain't this, you ain't that, you can't do this, you can't do that. All right, no problem. But if you know I can't do certain, want your help. So I'll be better. Oh, you know, okay. And you know what happened? I'm still here. Where they at? Somewhere rotten.
Yes, indeed. Number one grinder. Yes, indeed.
Better think about it, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Yeah, think about it. Think about it. All I wanted to say was what he was talking about the editing situation. When he talked about that y'all got a small phone, but y'all dummies. Well, Prince Pear got a small phone. I ain't no dummy, because I'm getting ready to go take me some editing classes. Because I was taught a long time. I will quote a man. His name is Frazier. I forgot his whole name, but he wrote a few books called Success Not Race. He got the Black Net Power Networking Conferences, and he said the number one thing you should spend, number one thing a man should spend his money on is education. What because this is what black men doing. You taking your little club, you taking your money, and you throwing your all them dollars. You throwing $30,000 and $40,000 to a female. You could took that same money, man, and invested in something else, or you could have took some of that money, even went to school and learned you something, learned your skill. Take your money and learn something, better yourself. Another thing that the black man need to understand. I know brothers say I'm on monk mode. Okay, let's break down what monk mode really is. Okay, sir. If you the definition of monk mode would be what Earl Spence and what
What
Crawford
Crawford?
doing right now. That's monk mode. You ain't training my Negro. You ain't on monk mode. You have to be training. You got to be trained. You got to be warrior trained to be on monk mode. I mean, you abstain from sex. You eat nothing but the proper diet. You're studying the word of God, and you doing physical training. That's monk mode. That's when you're on monk mode. That's what men supposed to be doing. That right there is the rites of passage for a young man. Okay, because he ain't supposed to be worrying about no sex. He's supposed to be worrying about developing his masculinity. You understand? When he develops his masculine principle, when he gets to a certain age, then he'll become an accountable for nature. When he become accountable for nature, that's when he's ready to meet a fan, which is a feminine principle assisting nature, which is a woman. Okay? And that's when and then when y'all come together, then you make a son or a daughter, which you making a reflection of you, which is the enlightenment. Okay? So we're not, so it is what it is. That is the natural order of the man woman. It's supposed to be doing. You supposed to be creating the next generation of leaders. The next generation is of scientists. The next generation of owner operators and plumbers and technicians and things to keep the earth moving. Because you know what we're doing? We aspiring our people to be rappers and entertainers. Scarface said a long time ago, it's too many rappers and there's too many athletes. Who's going to buy the products? Now that's an ignorant way of saying it. Who is going to basically build his house? Who's going to fix his plumbing? Who's going to fix his cars? Who is going to construct whatever he want to construct? Who's going to build something? If everybody gonna rap, everybody want to be on entertainment, everybody doing this. Because while I'm sitting there, I'm blue collar, I'm making shit move. I'm picking up loads, hauling them off, taking them places to get done. I'm doing blue collar work. So I don't want to hear nothing about it. Where the people at? And you can get hell. Where is the Michael Jordan the plumbing at? Means he's a multi-billionaire of havoc. Where is the black version owning trucks, being Kobe a trucker? All them athletes that you praise are goats. They just masters of their profession. That means you're supposed to be a master of your profession, whatever you in. You're inspired. You're not even inspired. You're not even inspired. Muhammad Ali told you one. I'm gonna be the champ I want to be. I'm gonna be the Muhammad Ali I want to be. I'm the people's champ. I'm for the people. I'm from the common man. He's for the blue collar working class man. He wasn't trying to suck car and kick it with rich Negroes. If he did, they was paying him and they was doing some business. So yeah, you need to be the people's. I am the people's host, baby. I am the people's game show host, man. I'm for the people, and I am not for them hip hop Negroes. I'm not for them. I don't care about them. I don't have nothing to come with the Negroes because they need me to even. They need the working class people to working class people's children to give the kids the money to stream their shit, go to their concerts. That's why. They don't. Cause if you hear about them rappers, who they into? They into what they own peer group. They ain't trying to come over here and shoot up the doggone plumber or shoot up the truck driver. They shooting up the underworld Negroes. You need to get into that game too. You want to be in the underworld? That's what that's gonna give you. That's gonna give you a quick trip to hell. And what that means, you're gonna experience hell here, and you damn sure gonna experience a hell now, because you ducking and hiding or looking for ops. That's a life of hell. That ain't a life of freedom. You a slave. You a slave of Satan, because you ducking bullets. Because the key to being with Satan, you can do work for Satan at the same time. Satan gonna kill you too. He killing you as he killing you as you praise him. You better get real. But you got it, man. I'm done.
Yeah. Like I say, Ford, I'm glad we had the conversation, and
Hmm.
and I said this that I've been doing this for a minute now. You know, um, so I do got saying in this space, and we not getting better, y'all. You know,
Yeah.
we see we want to see. I know people say, Ronnie, you talk about the money, but this is what I'm at right now. If you want a movement, you gotta put some money in the movement so it could grow. We are putting, and then I know people gonna say you clocking my money. It's not about clocking money. Do you want change for the better? So if somebody asks, if you see some pop in, if you know that person is doing the job and trying to inform you to be better. Now I can't say no. I just remember person. I can't say that because we doing a lot. We deal with a lot of clowns and clownettes. We I'm telling you, we got and then again, I'm not pocket looking. No, I'm not doing that. But I'm just saying that I know there are some good channels besides Prince. I know there are some good channels that you got fourth quarter talk, you got Brother Sheet, you got Alonzo, you got She Stay Sleep, and you had others and women, sisters too. You got 12 Files, Sheila, and others. They need your help too.
Absolutely.
But
Uh,
see, this the thing. I usually control. But see, this the thing. Yeah, we want the fun fuckery. Yes, we do. We want the fun fuckery and entertainment.
yeah, they do, man. You're right. People got this money construed. All money represent is energy used, nigga. That's called currency. And you can use negative energy to get it, or you can use positive energy to get it. Either which way you want to. You know what the negative energy gonna get you is gonna get you enslaved if you get it. The positive energy you can keep moving. So you ain't got, that's why people saying the root of money, root of all evil. I get what you're saying. Yes, the pursuit of money. Yeah, how you obtain the money. If you use evil to get it, it's the root of evil. If you use good to get it, the money was rooted. It was root of goodness. That's why you might
Yeah.
see a rich man. Perfect example would be Steve Jobs and
Right.
Microsoft. Steve Jobs, we just use him. He became a billionaire because what he did, he found a device that all he has to do is upgrade it every year, and he will get generational wealth. When we clear our minds out here and get holistic with the mind, all it takes, how people get rich is just a tweak, and then they manufacture it. They just make it a little bit better. It used to be an old commercial back in the day. We don't invent nothing. We do this and do that. All we do is make it a little bit better. You didn't even get the origin to the story. You didn't get it. Message. So I don't worry about money, bruh. You come with something great, and if you come with something that we need, it is what it is. Mhm. If you come with something that people don't need, it is what it is. Now you're gonna have to work too hard to sell it. So I ain't worrying about money, man. Money gonna come. You know, you got it. You know what happened? Something happened. Hmm. What's up? I'm gonna keep talking, man. I don't know if I'm on or not, but I'm gonna keep talking. What's up, Mr. Miami? Much respect to you, brother. Shoot, you know, when Mace open the doors back up, I'll be back up there chopping it up with you. Yeah. But let me say something why, you know, 'cause these kids entertainment going through education and enlightenment. Yeah, man, I don't know everything, man. I don't know everything. One thing I do know, I know spiritual game. I know that. I'm concentrated in the spiritual game. So anytime I'm talking it through spiritual. Sometimes I cuss a little bit just for the game. Sometimes I speak passionate about this here. 'Cause this is spiritual warfare we on. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta protect ourselves and the dynamic. You know, man, I work. Man, you know when I get home, I'm working with folks that want to do some skits because I'm seeing some skits that's coming through my mind. I'm gonna do some skits too. I just gotta find people that's willing to work. I done done my denovations. I done done my readings of my own. I ain't hiring nobody. I know what I'm supposed to be doing and how I'm supposed to be getting down.
Mhm.
You know, I was waiting for you to come back. You got it.
No, this is something happened. I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah,
go. What you were saying, bro?
yeah, man. I was saying, man, you know, because he was gone. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't want no dead silence on the show. Um, yeah, I was just saying, man, about what we're doing at the game show. Yeah, we're looking to do some skits, man. I done came with a few skits in my mind. So I'll be down there. I'm gonna be down there at in Fort Worth, man, going to these uh institutes, man, and these art institutes, these inspired actors and things like that. I'm just gonna go in there and hey, who wanna do some skits? Who wanna do some acting? Because I already got one reenactment in my mind right now. It's the Kiki Palmer. I'm doing that one. I'm doing the skit on that. Oh man, I'm gonna do it too. I'm gonna be the one acting as the man too, but I ain't gonna be acting like Dars though. I'm gonna be Prince PL. I'm gonna show you how you conduct yourself. Because women will test you to see how you respond. You could be instilling all what he's talking about on that text. You could be instilling that at the house. Now she gonna see how you gonna test see your body. So I'm gonna do a skit on that. I got to. I don't care if I do it next year or 5 years down the line. I'm doing that skit. Because I know I was good at improv in high school. I was cold at that, man. I actually could act. I was just a bad actor, so uh, I ain't, I got kicked out. So it is what it is. But yeah, we're gonna do that too. So I'm finna meet with some people that's interested in doing that want to put their acting skills on display. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. But you guys, the number one grinder.
Yeah. Nah, yeah. That's basically what I said. You go make your last remarks and I'm gonna close this out. Cause I'm going most likely I'm gonna do another live today, and then most
Okay.
likely I'm gonna be outside. So that's it. Finally set that up. So,
Okay. Well, all I'm gonna say to y'all, man, is that man, when the game show come back, man, on 8/8, and August 8th, yeah, man, we coming with the game, man. And man, I don't care if it's one, I don't care if it's a million. I'm gonna be who I am and who I be. I ain't looking for nobody like me, man. Mm-mm. I'm looking for people that want the information. The one thing I'm doing, I'm living what I'm saying, though. Mm. So when I be preaching, I'm gonna quote over simple to P. If it's a P, you have to be the message. You have to live the message. You understand me? So if you're gonna talk spiritual game, you got to be living a spiritual life. If I'm gonna talk alkaline game, I got to be living an alkaline life. If I'm gonna show you alkaline foods and alkaline grains, I got to be eating that. I got to be consuming that. So I'm the message that I am. That's why a lot of y'all don't like me because I'm the message. You know what I'm saying? But hey, long as I am being who I want to be, I give a fuck if you don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Because I take care of myself and God take care of me. And then I take care of the woman. And if children come, I take care of them. That's how I look at it. That's the only way I look at it. I ain't for everybody. I'm only for the truth seekers and the truth bearers. Thank you, number one grinder, for the opportunity to say what I need to say on your platform always.
Anytime, anytime, anytime. Like I said, I know y'all haven't seen JT about and everything for a while, but y'all might get one today. Y'all might get one. I just gotta go through, you know, the things to see whips and everything. So if I am, y'all will see it. Y'all will see it. JT out and about. So I gotta find where I stopped at first. Gotta make sure. Because I got doing on the phone. So I gotta make sure the mic, the camera, and all that. But just watch out for that. Just watch out for that. On behalf of my channel, the underrated darkness, yours truth, the number one grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media, the best of the business. We have Brother Pitch Pierre on here, Sister for Soldier, Brother Sheed, and everybody else that contribute in the chat. Great job. Great job. You always pull through. Thank y'all. Love y'all and everything. Until next time, good afternoon. Stay blessed. Stay blessed. But this one is Ghost.